Channel, and again testing 323. This is wave 2 already of the EPTU, and as I point out the bad often, I will also point out the good, which this you see quite a bit going on here now. It's looking a lot more polished, as it would be expected going through these different updates. We already see, oh, there it is again. Well, F popping up again, it wasn't there before with some of the interactions, so I guess it's gonna be some of them. Some of them will still have the F thing going on, but when you click on some other, you don't. Now, the fleet manager, it's a lot cleaner, and let me check with the Mobiglass. Mobiglass has been fixed a little bit. This used to be moving all around as if you had Parkinson's disease, which drove me nuts. Now, even though this is, I like things more simple, it's a lot more stable. Let me check on the vehicles if they are still showing correctly or not. So a few passes that they're obviously going through. Well, it's not showing correctly yet. Let me just, since I'm already here, let's do some of this. They've changed some of the weapons for the ships. We now have the Reverend, which makes a lot more sense. Unfortunately, we have the Omni-Sky laser cannons. So we'll have repeaters there, systems. Okay, it's going to be pretty much the same as before. C1 now has, let me check on the systems. Jaeger, yeah, that's still the same. I'll place that, and I'll see if it actually shows. It was not showing the paints on the C1. The others were, but C1 not so much. M5A laser cannons, that's what we have. And one of the cool things with the 323 updates in terms of weapons at least is that we now have let me go with that. And weapons for the Mercury Star Runner. Okay, I see it. Yes, here we have the Panther repeaters as always. Nothing changing there. Library, no, that is terrible. We're not using that. Crossfield here. Weapons for... Right, so we already have the size 5 laser cannons in the Corsair. So some ships are greatly benefited because of the gimbal updates. You already have the size 5 cannons. Personally, I changed a couple of these for the ballistic ones, right? So instead of having those, I'd rather have 84Bs, and here with the size 5, these are size 5, correct? Yeah. So I changed a couple of these for the 85Bs. There we go, one, and then this other one. Unfortunately, because this is not working correctly yet, it probably will. I cannot see exactly. I'd rather have the Omni-Sky cannons below, which are a little bit shorter. But here you don't have to buy it, and since things are a lot more expensive now, might as well use that instead. I do have, I'll put the shield here. What else do we have? Right here, I cannot see the paint on the ships. I have two of these for reasons. One of the ships that's benefiting a lot is the Origin 400i, because this one has, let me check that. This one has a big bump in terms of performance for the guns. It used to be that because of gimbals, you were going from the hard point was 4, and with gimbals it was downgraded to 3, and that would basically be Panther repeaters. Now you have a lot more power. Where's the name of those things? So a lot of missiles in the 400i. But instead of having size 4 hardpoints gimbal to size 3, now you have the Rhino repeaters. And because the 400i is not exactly very nimble, you do want to have the gimbals. And now you have the gimbals on Rhinos. This means you have almost twice as much, at least with the current status of weapons, you have almost 1,000 DPS. Versus a lot less from the Panthers. I think it's almost like 50% less that you're downgrading with the Panthers versus the Rhino. So this is now a very decent proposition for your ship. Let's try that just in case I forgot selling anything. And yeah, let's go end the video with checking if the paints are working correctly here. So yeah, all of this is looking a lot better. Let's check the C1 and see if the C1 has paint in place. Very quickly, C2, yeah, it's working a lot more, it's responding a lot better. And as I was saying before, you don't have all of that crap popping up unnecessarily with every little thing you hit. Okay, so this is not still not the case. I did install the paint, but it's not showing. It's still blue and white. Let's go check with the 400i, and then I'll do a little bit of a quick run, see how a Comet is doing. We know that we still have, well, master modes is what it is, but some changes that they've made in terms of, I believe in speeds and with a decoupled modes, maybe something worth looking at here. So yeah, I'll end the video with the 400i. Right, so storing back this one, and we're taking the 400i out. Hangar 4. Alright. It's definitely closer to what you would expect to see going into live, right? Okay, so as you see, C1 not showing the paint, 400i definitely showing the paint, and those big ass Rhino repeaters, which will make the 400i a lot more interesting. Let me check the interior space in the 400i as it is right now. So yeah, man, the 400i is probably going to be a lot better now. The cargo capacity is pretty bad. That's usually been one of the downsides of it. Oh, everything opens up. What is it that I have in terms of interior space here? Oh, okay, so I have 3K in terms of cargo. This is, I don't get it. You know, this is one of the many things that just make you think, damn, what is that they have in mind? Why? Well, you kind of know what they have in mind, which unfortunately I still have to, go back to talking about the problems with CIG and the conflict between us wanting to enjoy a game and CIG wanting to sell us bigger ships. You see this here? This means that you will need a bigger ship if you want to move around stuff. It used to be that in my C2 I could just drop pretty much everything that I had and go out to a station if I want to set camp there. Now it's not going to be the case. You will have to buy a bunch of containers, load up those containers, and even though we still don't have the permanent hangars, these have been implemented. So it's going to be pretty hard until they come up with a 323 dot whatever the hell it is, because this is a huge handicap on all our ships. On the larger it is, the less of a problem this is. But damn, the 400i is still a pretty big ass ship, so as to have that kind of inventory capacity limitation. You're talking about yeah, okay, elevator. Right, this is not going anywhere. Broken. Fortunately, we have stairs, right? Good old tech. Reliable. Opening here. So, as I was saying, it's a serious ship. It's pretty big. But this inventory limitation, which we will then have to compensate with these boxes, what can I say? I personally see it as a hassle to, instead of dropping things in my ship, without an issue very, very quickly, the hassle of loading stuff up in a box and moving the box, and why? Anyway. stuff that we'll have to deal with and get by as we can. So that's it, guys. Looking good as expected for something that's clearly going very quick into live very soon. All right, see you next time. Take care.